Welcome to Order to Cash Master Data section. So there are four prominent master data we talk about in Order to Cash. The first one is customer master data. We have material master, we have condition master, and output master data. This particular lesson, we're going to talk about customer master data. So every time a business acquires a new customer, maybe Joe Schmo calls in, right, from somewhere, well, you have to keep that record because Joe Schmo may be coming to shop more than once from you. So, prime example, every time we log in or when we first sign up for Amazon, everybody uses Amazon, right? So, when we first sign up for Amazon, what do? We have to create an account. When we create an account, we put in our name, our phone number, address, email address, and various other information that's required or that are optional. So when you do this and you create an account, not just Amazon, but any other type of websites or businesses that you shop from or you do things with, that is turning your information into master data or customer master data. You are considered a customer for them and they assume or they hope that you return. So when you return as a customer again to the website or that business, last thing they want to do is put in your information again. And same thing for you as a customer, last thing you want to do is put in all your information all over again, right? So they create that semi-permanent, I wouldn't say permanent, but long-term information about customer. So that becomes customer master data. Long-term information meaning master data. And within customer master data, there's certain structure within that. And the categories of customer master is split into general data, and then there's sales area data, and then there's company code data. And general data is something where it's relevant to sales and distribution and accounting and is kept at a central location. And reason why it's kept at central location is to avoid redundancy of data. So let's go back to previous example about you signing up with Amazon. Let's suppose that you have to sign up because they don't keep master data. You have to sign up every single time. Well, if you were to maybe abbreviate ST instead of writing down street, or maybe put in drive instead of street, just one little thing that's different, well, that may actually create two different accounts for you. You see how that can be really, for an individual, potentially end up creating like multiples of account that's for exact same person. So reason why they keep that master data and the general data section centrally is so they can avoid that data redundancy. And when it is stored centrally like this, it is valid for all organizational levels. And we talk about organizational levels a little bit later, but know that it is valid for all organizational levels within one client. Sales area data. Now, this particular section of data, it is valid for sales organization, distribution channel, and division. And of course, those may not make sense to you right now, but once you go over organizational levels later, it will make much more sense. But know that it is relevant to sales and distribution and is valid for sales area, which is made up of sales organization, distribution channel, and division. Company code data. Anytime we talk about company code, automatically assume some sort of an accounting as well, okay? But with company code data, know that the data is relevant to accounting and it is valid for company code. So some examples of what type of data that could be kept for this particular customer under company code data section are things like their reconciliation account number, maybe their payment terms, Dunning procedure, Dunning, Dunning procedure, which is more about collection procedure. And those three general data, sales area data, company code data, those are what we call structure or the categories of customer master. That's how they are broken into, they are grouped into three different categories. Now let's look at customer master data mandatory partner functions. So when we talk about mandatory partner functions, there are four different mandatory partner functions. They are sold to party, ship to party, bill to party, and payer. And just like the title says, they are mandatory, unlike some other partner functions. So we store these partner functions for customer master data in customer master sales area underneath the partner function tab page. And the SAP system will copy these particular information from partner functions as a default values for the sales order. Mandatory partner functions, the sold to party, ship to party, bill to party, and payer, they can be the same person or they can all be different person. But let's see individually what they are. So sold to party is the one that actually places the order. And ship to party is the one that receives goods or services. And bill to party will be the one that received the invoice. And payer is ultimately the one who pays. Payer ultimately can be your accounting department, while sold to party, one that places the order, can be from a purchasing department. So two separate departments can do that. And then, of course, ship to party can ultimately be another department that requested the product from the purchasing department. And then, of course, bill to party can be either the accounting department or maybe, I don't know, somebody within the shipping, or maybe the one who placed an order, or maybe there's an entirely different person who just receives the invoices. Maybe a boyfriend places the order and he would be the sold to party, and it would be shipped to party would be the girlfriend who receives the actual product, and then bill to party maybe the boyfriend again, but ultimately maybe the pair might be boyfriend's dad. So we can actually have four different people, or we can have same person acting as all of the partner functions or mandatory partner functions. Also, there are other partner functions, it's just they are not mandatory. Things like forwarding agent information, contact person, those type of things are not mandatory. Just realize and memorize that these four, sold to party, ship to party, bill to party, and payer, are underneath partner functions tab within the sales order, and they must be identified. So this was the first lecture, first session for order to cash master data. We just went over customer master data. So briefly, customer master data is nothing but long-term information about the customers. Customers can be involved in creating that customer master data as well. Just like when you first sign up for an account with an Amazon website, when you first log into theirs, or when you first place an order. And the next lecture coming up is material master data. Now, one thing about these, you might actually find these material master or condition master, whatever different type of master data that we have. You may see it here, but you may also see it in other modules. So know that These are not exclusive or inclusive to particular module. You may see them in different sections as well.